All right. It looks like I'm live. Let me go over to YouTube so that I can watch things the way you guys watch them. It lets me know if we're having issues. Usually, not always, but usually. I hope everybody is having an awesome Sunday-Funday. End of the weekend coming up here real quick, but that just means another fun, filled, fantastic week coming up ahead. If you choose to see it that way. I know Monday's not everybody's favorite day, but it could be. It could be. I think it's possible. All right. So, um, I had the creepy collage box out, on Friday, and I took it down. It sits up on a higher shelf than the rest of the plastic boxes because I've had it the longest, and so it lived in a different place before the other ones got here. The second coat of gesso for the cover, I tried to use it in its natural state. I tried a couple of different things with lackluster results, let's say. This is the second coat of gesso, and then we're going to paint black. But I tried the paste, the metallic paste, and the color I wanted to put on was all dried out. And then Els had moved the rest of them, and I couldn't find them, so I gave up on that. And I went with metallic paint. And I got a really lovely mottled result that peeled right off. When I went to seal it, it peeled up. Hey, Steffi G, how you doing? So while this second coat is drying, I am going to first rinse off this brush. Let me run and rinse off this brush. I'll be right back. Just rinsing off a brush. All right, I'm back. So we're just gonna let that rest. I'm doing all right. So, for anyone who was here on Friday, I took down my creepy collage box, and we did make a creepy collage. Let's see. And the box currently weighs about 10 pounds. I've emptied it out. Now, there is an accumulated amount of, collage images, book pages, entire unbound books, what's left of them. So the unbound books have to come out. They're in large part what is weighing down the box. It's like the Haunted Places book and some supernatural stuff, and just too much for that one box to, I'm worried I'm going to drop it one day because it's so heavy. And then I'll have to pick up the contents. And I do not consider that to be fun. So I did like a general sort, like this is book pages, this is digitals, this is collage elements of one sort or another. And I'm not sure why this is in there. Maybe I was going to make it into some kind of creepy thing. It's one of those board-bound books. So it would have to definitely be sanded because this is super, super shiny and slick. We could also maybe try just peeling off the cover because that might work to some degree. Hey Pam, how you doing? Welcome. Hope you're having a great Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that in there. Although I'll probably start working on sanding it and stuff. For images like this, I'm going to separate out the kind of kitschy, cute Halloween stuff from the what I feel is genuinely creepy, you know? So this is kitschy, cute, and I think so for this too. I'm not even sure why that's in there. So we're just going to put those up here in a different pile. And then I want to make a pile. Oh, see, this is the one we were going to find a UFO and make an alien abduction scene out of this. So that has a specific purpose. But then there's things like, I'm not sure why these are in here. So we're just going to take them out. I'm sure at some point I went, oh, I need some cardstock or I need some paper. And it just wound up in the box. But I've got, so over here I've got some digis that I want to use the creepy hand at some point, you know. Then I've got these, and I have a package of painty papers somewhere else that I can add that to. So when I want painty papers for it, I can just go to the painty papers thing. Now, these are the magazines we were keeping in there because they helped us in some collage emergencies. So I'm going to go ahead and leave those in there. Although they do add not an insignificant amount of weight. Here's our Toxic Babes digital. I think what we'll do while we're doing this, though, is maybe, I'm not sure where I'm going to stack it, but maybe we go ahead and cut the edges off this stuff while we're, because that will, even if we wind up having to cut it down more, we at the very least will not have to cut the white space off it. So what did everybody do this weekend? Anybody do anything fun or interesting, or even if you just hung out around the house and chilled? That can be an awesome, beautiful thing. It's quiet here at the house. I think Els was live just a few minutes ago. I didn't know she was going live today. Or maybe she did say something about that last week. I can't remember. Anyway, I had already said on Friday that I was going to be live about 3:15. So I try to keep my word. I don't always get there, but sometimes it's technical difficulties. Sometimes it's me, you know, whether I don't feel good or I'm tired, or these things happen in life. But I do try to go live when I say I'm going to go live. I love these digitals. I had them printed up at Staples or Office Max, one of those. You've been sewing. What are you sewing, lovely lady? Are you working on a project, or are you making slow stitching, or what you up to? Sounds awesome. I have a bunch of stuff on my plate for this evening. I've got some Etsy orders to pack up. I have a journal thing I need to mail out to somebody. And what else do I have? I have got major piles of stuff to sort in the garage. This is a completely different digital from a completely different maker. It's more Victorian oriented. Just stayed home. Too cold. Yeah. Oh, nice, Steffi. Sounds lovely. Get out of the house. Get a little sunlight. You need your vitamin D for sure. Which never happens. Well, even in the worst winter, spring eventually has to come. I won't say it's been worst here, because the desert always gets kind of the mildest form of winter. But for the desert, it was pretty cold here this year. We had quite a few days in the, where the nighttime temperatures got down into the 30s. And the daytime temperatures were, in the 40s, which is cold for here. A lot of the winter, though, was, typical 60s, which we think is cold, but isn't. And then, high 30s or low 40s at night. In Phoenix, we could still be having nothing approaching winter, Pamerals. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look up the hashtag after. I know if I plug it into Instagram, I'm going to see a bunch of things with that tag, which is always fun. I love to see what hashtags are all about, what different ones are. Yeah, I want to use that hand in a collage for sure. So right now we're just cleaning these up. Let's see, I had the taco salad on Friday night. Last night, Mike made us steak, surf and turf. We had some grilled steak with the leftover seafood linguine from the other night. We've had a pretty good eating week, I gotta say. I'm going to tip two at once, but my blade is dull enough that it may not like doing two at once. Normally I can do 3 or 4, but it's kind of worn down to a little nub. And I think poor Mike has cooked enough this week, and Al's cooked, and I think we have kind of a pile of leftovers going on, so that's probably what's on tap for tonight. There's still some taco salad stuff in there. There's a little meat left from last night. And I think there's a couple of things from earlier in the week even. I think this might be from Brooke's Creepy Digital. I had her digital printed out, and I've used most of it. This is a smaller version of the Toxic Babes. Just a different scale. I couldn't find my book today. I started reading another book, also a young adult. I think it might actually be a children's book, actually. School of Fear. I don't know if it's part of a series. It doesn't say on the first book.
but it's a little bit, silly. It's kind of like series of unfortunate events, but not as depressing. It's kind of that outlandish. It's about kids who have, different phobias to the extent that it's seriously interfering with their life. The main character goes around in a veiled net and armed with, a can of a utility belt type thing, armed with bug spray, and because she's afraid of bugs, that kind of thing. So far, I think I'm like 4 chapters in, and they're still just introducing characters of different sorts. But I think it will be a good light read. And when I was cleaning off the ironing board, I did find Evernight. So I'm slightly less than halfway through that. Maybe a quarter, a little more than a quarter, possibly. So to relax after my live, I'll probably read for a little bit and rehydrate and possibly eat some food. I had a sandwich earlier. I haven't been up that long, honestly. I got up at like 6 and I did a couple of things. And then I laid down and I guess I dozed off. Because then it was 10:30 and Els was doing trivia, which I don't participate in. I leave that to you guys. I listen sometimes. It sounds like you guys are having a good time. Well, I have to sit up in the living room. I cannot read in my bed. Otherwise, there's a book on my face. I'm learning through osmosis. I have to go sit on the couch in the living room. And even then, sometimes I still doze off. But when I got here, I just got out of the habit of reading. I think because I still don't have a state ID for Las Vegas. And I can't get books from the library, and I can't afford books all the time. But I've been picking up over time, some books here and there at the thrift store and stuff. So I have a little collection of things that need to be read. One year I read like 389 books in 1 year. But now I'm lucky if I get in. I think I read 17 books last year. Maybe. I'm shooting for 52 this year, which was my goal last year. I'm more or less, I think I might be this week a book behind. I find if I'm not in my room, since I share a house with other people, or other people are sharing their house with me is more accurate, I'm not as likely to fall asleep or to fall deeply asleep because I'm not in my space. It's a public area, so to speak. So, but I have completely fallen asleep out there. Like snoring, sleeping. But I love to read. I love quite a few genres. I enjoy reading children's books. I enjoy reading a young adult. I'm particularly fond of folklore and mythology-based stories. But I also read about psychology and a little bit of history. I tend away from political stuff because I don't know enough about politics to know if somebody's actually written accurate and fair. Hey Janice, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good weekend. Got good rest and stuff. We're just sorting through some stuff. I'm cutting the edges off these so they're more ready to use. It wasn't, even late last night, it wasn't too cold outside. Still need a sweater, but not like teeth chattering cold. Hey, Rebecca. You're going to attempt to clean off your desk. Woohoo! I had mine clean and now it's got some stuff on it again. But it's not piled up to the level it was. It's just because I'm working on sorting out the 10-pound creepy collage box. Got out of control, man. I think I'm going to put the digital collages in the filing cabinet. And the book pages that, I don't use that often unless I pre-sort usually. I've got a little bin off to the side here that I think I can fit them in. Because I've got, basically a couple of whole books that are, creepy, haunted, spooky kind of stuff. There's Scary Places and the movie monsters and whatnot. So I want them to be accessible, but they don't necessarily need to be in the creepy collage box. I just want them to be able to pull them out quickly if I want an element from them or think I might be able to use. Something from there. And then I'm going to set aside a couple of images because I want to do just like a book of things I like. I'm going to probably wind up doing 2 versions. A creepy one and a not creepy one because I do like not creepy things. No, pretty stock full to the top. But of just like things like tissue paper and I can put that stuff in a tissue paper. Like I have a box for that over in the cubbies. As long as I don't make the piles too high, I should always be able to get to that stuff. I shouldn't need to keep some specifically in the, like there's some gray tissue paper and some black tissue paper. And then there are book pages like this. So I want this one for this picture specifically. But I also really like this one. That's kind of creepy right there. I think we'll use that for our haunted. But then I also have like, let me grab it here. Hold the phone. I have the Haunted Places book, where I pretty much have, that's the whole rest of the book of things we haven't used yet. It doesn't necessarily need to live in the bucket. And to boot, you put this and the 2 other ones that I have together inside the box. And it's heavy. So I'm just trying to make it so that some of this stuff is accessible without, yeah, I really like this page. So that's going to stay in the, like, I can't decide if I want to put that in a glue book or if I want to use, I think I want to put this in things I like. This because it kind of reminds me of The Shining, although we don't get the room number specifically, for the reference, but hotel keys, can be always a little creepy. So maybe we'll put that in the pile of things that are going to go in the thing, just the creepy things I like book that I don't necessarily want to cut it down or collage it with other things. Something that I can just flip through when I'm feeling creepy. Hey, Candy, how you doing? And that I can put it together and I can show it to you guys later and be like, look at all my creepy things. How was art class? Did the kids have fun? What are you and Mel up to? that right? Hope you guys had a great weekend. And I know it's annoying that I'm doing it one sheet at a time, but the cutter blade is really worn down. And I haven't found the other one yet. I did find my corner rounders though. I did it like a happy jig. Found my corner rounders. Excuse me. Ooh, that was a good sneeze. That is the other thing that's going on with me, though. My allergies are really bad. Even Mike, he's up to 10 sneezes in a row. There's a apricot tree blooming in the house behind us. And there is something in the air that I think is kicking everybody's booty. Alice was having both a migraine and a sinus thing going on Friday and Saturday. Relaxing today. Nice. It's good to relax. Oh, I'm glad they did. Yay. Happy arting, kids. Love it. I know a lot of places cut their art programs and stuff, so I love to hear that kids are getting art time. Structured art time with projects. Love it. I think this is from maybe Brooke's Creepy Digi. But there was another Digi I had, so this could be not Brooke's. I don't know. I think this is Brooke's, though. I subscribed to a new channel over the weekend. What was the name of it? Let me see if the video's still up on my screen. Texture Junkies? That may not be new to some of you, but I found it through some kind of hop that APG Jamie was in. And so I subscribed to a couple of people off that. This is just a grungy digi that I like to use for backgrounds. Relaxing weekends can be the very best. I've been working, but it's been at a, kind of at my pace sort of thing. Tonight I got to pack up some Etsy orders and do a couple other things. I need to see if Elle is going to the post office tomorrow, if I should schedule a pickup. Candy, are you following Janice around? That's not a bad thing. Janice goes to awesome places. It's never a bad thing to go where Janice has been. Okay, so we're going to cut this in half. That's going to be part of my... I've been pulling stuff for the Halloween giveaway that I'm going to have, the pre-Halloween giveaway I'm going to have in August. So I'm going to try and do these two together. This is from a Creepy Baby one, and this is from the Grungy set. Because this is thinner paper. It's printed on just regular paper. I always ask for cardstock from the copy place, but a lot of times they don't do it. It's not like 110 pound or anything. It's just thicker than this is. Like this is printed on their cardstock, what they call cardstock. And then this one is printed on, I think it's a 20-pound paper. It's not even a 24-pound. But yeah, I think I'm going to put these in a file folder, label it, and keep it in the filing cabinet instead of, or at least put them all in a folder so that they're all together in one place. You only armchair travel. All the fun of going somewhere, none of the discomfort of having to travel. Traveling can be nerve-wracking. I am very much a homebody, I have to say. It's my jam. But I figure if while I'm sorting, I cut the stuff down, it'll be more ready to use. See, here's that's a grave. And then here's some mausoleums. Let's see. This is in France here. So, I don't know if this side, let's see. Yeah, this side it's in French too. The names are French names. So, that is going to go with that other one. Now let's see here. I thought that was, it looks like a person trying to get out of a tree. Now here we've got, this is out of the Abandoned Places book. I can't figure out which side is this just one page? Is it super thick? Hold the phone. Yeah, this is, it feels like more than one, like, you know what, this might be the cover off something. So we've got two sides to choose from here. People sleeping in their grave beds. And then this is a subway tunnel. We'll probably use this side. But I'm going to put that in my kind of favorite things. I think I want to take that out and dye it. It's for use in a glue book, so I'm going to throw that down on the floor down there. This is out of one of those haunted house books. I think I wanted this picture. I love pictures of brick walls and windows. So I'll take that for the other. Here we've got some painted papers that can go in the painted paper pile. Tissue paper, scrap of, like, those can go in their appropriate places. Okay, that's for glue booking. So that's going to live someplace else. Now, I do think I want to keep these little ones in there because we were going to kind of group into different, and we may do that today. So let me put these over on my desk, but we'll probably sort them into like, yes, I hate choosing a side. Oh no, yes, you'll remember at the most inconvenient time. That's how that works for me at any rate. Like just as I lay down to bed and I'm all comfy. I think I do want to leave this in there though, because I'm probably not going to think to look in the texture box for this. So we'll leave that in there. And then these are look at our collages here that we have going on. So we weren't going to do anything more than that. So that's finished. This one still needs to be finished. Because I think we kind of wanted to pick some voodoo mind control sort of thing for the rest of it. So that can go. See, we do have some cutesy ones in our creepy. We did do some. Oh, there's our our mad scientist one. There's Red M&M as Dracula. And we have two with him. It's our ghost one. And Mummy. I think this was our very first one. I love her Bride of Frankenstein do. Oh, there's our other vampire one. And then that's the witch for the green M&M. And there she is also as the Bride of Frankenstein. And then just a cute pumpkin. Ooga booga. Grim Reaper M&M. And Frankenstein M&M. We still have our pirate one to do. Never seem to have all the stuff in the same place at the same time. And this is the last one. So those are our completed collages. So those definitely have to live in the box. That can go there. So I'm going to put this rub-ons with my stickers and stuff up in the bucket. So this is the only one that isn't complete of all the ones we started. And I have to remember we don't want to collage onto this part. That part is for the rings, for the ring binder system. Okay. That's going to go up there into the sticker portion. Now, these are going to continue to live in the creepy until I figure out what else we might be doing with them. And we looked at this stuff. I want to leave that in there for now. See, here's the gray tissue paper. It's a little wrinkly. And then this came in something that Artie Dar sent to me. And when I put it up against like a light source, there doesn't appear to be anything there, but I think we might use this in the creepy collage. So I'm going to put it over there. Could be a thing. Now this is a few things that's this is off of a music book. It's a musical, but I think that guy and the way their faces are, I think that's creepy. I think I want to use it in a creepy book. I think I printed that up or somebody sent it to me. I'm not sure which one. But then I have these, and I'm not sure where they came from. I'm pretty sure, like, I think I printed that one up, but they could have been all come in the same. So I think these might be fun on some little glue books. You know, just make small single signature ones with the vintage images. I thought that might be fun. And then this is a set of like paper doll stuff that Carla sent me. And a few other things. But yeah, I thought these vintage ones, I thought those could totally be fun on single signature for cutesy glue books, you know? Hey, Christine, how you doing? Yeah, just like creepy clowns. Oops. So I think I'm going to put this in the... I undid a ruffle on accident. Like I totally... Except for that part. So I need to recreate the ruffle. Or just iron that out and use it on something. It's cute. More black tissue paper. Okay, and then over here on in this pile, that's stuff from the serial killer that we were working on. So here is some other stuff. So this doesn't live in there. Els brought this home from, she went out with Sandy like Wednesday or Thursday last week, and she brought this home. And I said I was going to show it to you guys. So it's like, it reminds me of the diamond paintings because it's little bitty circles with numbers in them. And you can't even tell what the picture's going to be. Really? I mean, you can kind of pick out some things because of the way the numbers are. But you can't really... I think that might be a skull. So this is either going to help me go to sleep or it's going to drive me bananas. Obviously, it's been used, but there were no colored pictures in it. And the color palette's the same throughout. So I thought I would give it a shot. Okay. So this is collage stuff from... It just needs to be sorted. I didn't get around to it yet. That's on tonight's agenda. Okay, so that'll go up there with that. This is going to go in my magic, oh, and we need to set a date for that to make the envelope journal thing, the Bucru bag. It's a Venus of Willendorf, so I thought we would put it in the magic one. I found this in there. We did use in one collage somewhere some stuff from the Dinosaur Stomp book, and it's just fun. But I thought I might unstaple it because I think it's still stapled in there. Yeah, it is. And turn this into a glue book. It's a fun size. I don't know when I'm going to get to all these glue books, but I love making glue books. But it's a nice size. The cover's a little beat up, and I'm okay with that, you know? So, for right now, I'm going to keep it in there so I don't forget that I want to make it into something. And then we've got... so we've got our fussy cuts. And then we've got larger images. That's off of a package from Carla. That's a storm. I don't know. Some of these from the High Fructose book, I'm not really sure what to do with. When we get to using that one, we'll cut out the inner circle. There's a bat. I don't think... We probably don't need watches in this. 4 o'clock. So I think we'll take the watches out. I think there was another. I don't know that we really need those in the creepy collage. So let's put those into a different pile. That's just kind of a wispy background thing. That's a priest doing, but we could make it creepy. I figure we could do something vampire with that, and we were gonna see about turning that into like cocoons of some sort, because I have a couple of those. There's Da Vinci's thing. Here's some different ones of those light bulbs. Those are out of a decor catalog. There's the Colosseum. I thought this could be part of a mad scientist lab, you know. These ones, although they are very big. More possible cocoons. There's a fussy cut lady. This kind of is blurry and could be kind of haunted, sort of. And I just kind of like them for maybe vampires. Got some jellyfishes. Some of this was for background. Honestly, I keep thinking I'm going to use that, but I think maybe I need to let it go because it would be really hard to cut that out. That I kind of want to do a portal doorway thing with. On the right collage, I want to fussy cut out that tree. We could do something, you know, paint the inside of that to make it more creepy, like something's coming up out of there. Here's a Lego Venom. I've had this guy's picture a couple times. He strikes me as pretty creepy. So that would be for like a red queen, sort of. Queen of Hearts. I just like that. I feel like it could be. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. So we've got either this side or I like the tree over here. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. That is a macro up-close picture of a cemetery. Like, of a couple of graves right there. Some petroglyphs. This is leaning slightly more towards fantasy, so it may move into our fantasy. And I think I like that for a UFO kind of layout. I just thought that was weird. That's interesting colored. This is a long exposure cityscape. I feel like from that angle, we could have little people down here as kind of a 50-foot woman sort of thing. That's another time lapse. She needs to be fussy cut out. These are from some now, I just find masks in general can be creepy. Creepy kids. The cemetery picture. That's definitely why that's in there. There's one of those clay soldiers. Part of a sarcophagus. Now this is from Janice, I think. These ones. So that's Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman. There's an excellent Bela Lugosi as a vampire. Egyptian, Middle Eastern, fire-breathing guy, creepy trees. That's a mummy. That's a famous painting about nightmares, I think. And then here we've got another picture of a mummy, top and bottom. Creepy trees. I think I want to cover up the USB with something else or remove it altogether, but I find that image creepy. It is from a game magazine. These are more fantasy images, so we may take them out eventually. I feel like that could be for the paranormal abilities kind of thing. That could be demon. I think that's going to go in I just like it pile. I just like that staircase. So we've got some skulls. There's another cemetery type. I just think that looks creepy with, these people marching up to. Oh, that should be in the Aries collage. That's a war picture. I think this is from Janice 2, Giant Creepy Baby Head. And that's from the Janice. It's from a book about the island where they hang up all the plastic baby dolls to keep the spirit of the girl away. I like kind of the eerie feel of that in the mist. It's in Burma. It's the cityscape. More creepy dolls. So there are some book pages, like I think that's pretty creepy. There's a fiery thing. There's the Charleston Cemetery again. Clay soldiers. This is from a thing that was off a package that Carla sent me, and I want to use it. I don't want that one anymore, so we're going to let that one go. I don't think that's going to work. That's probably more fantasy. We probably will wind up pulling that out. Red horses. That's from a gamer magazine. Lamp. Now, I think that's pretty creepy. I feel like they're about to eat some people, That's goes with the other one like that. That's just generalized monsters and stuff from games. That's not Stonehenge, but it's a hinge. Just a blurry picture. I think those are kind of creepy. Okay, I don't think I want that one anymore. There's just a guy wandering out into the woods. He's just creepy. We're going to admit it. That's just a background piece. There too. That guy's got 4 arms. These are out of a black and white photography book. That's a skyscraper, but this one I thought could be used maybe for the lab. These are from Janice again. That's an awesome. We just need to cover that with something. I think it'll be great. That's a seance picture. Another seance. Ooh, we got doubles of this one. I like it. So we could use it in a couple of different places. I've used that one before. I love that image. Isn't that awesome? So here's another one from Island of the Dolls. I need to cut that one down. I don't think I want that one. Baby dolls. Tomb. This is the Haunted Forest in Japan. And I thought that was kind of creepy too. Let's see about moving those over a little bit. And we still got some more up here. That could be fun, creepy, right? I love that. We've had that for a while and still not managed to use it. Okay. I like this one because the guy's all hooked up to computers on his head and stuff. I think that she looks kind of a little worse for the wear. Got another one of those. That needs to be trimmed down. We've got... So we'll put these over in the other pile and trim them down. I could trim that down. I have not seen that series yet. But Nurse Ratched. Okay, I don't think we're going to use that. That is a... Been holding on to that one for a while and we haven't used it. Creepy trees. Another mask picture. I love how close together the houses are. I find that to be a little bit disturbing. I'd love to cut out that mask and use it. And then we've got the lady with the bobby pin by her eyeball. Hey, Leslie, working and lurking. Awesome. Yeah, we're kind of having a go through of the creepy collage. Oh my God, there's more. There's more. Okay, so let's put some of these small ones off to the side. I like this, but I think that's more kitschy cute, so we're going to put it in the kitschy cute pile. There's a chair just on fire. Eyeballs. Okay, I'm never going to use that. We're just going to toss it. Let's see here. Different buildings. There's a guy with his foot on a shovel. I just think they look creepy. They look almost like mannequins, but they're people. It has a very plastic, artificial feel to it. Okay, we're going to let those go. I think that's more for the kitschy cute. I don't know. So I don't think we're going to use it in this in the creepy collage. Oh, there's more of those pages that we need to sort through. That is for the Aries collage. That should go in the serial killer. The mummy. It's hard to tell what this is because it's so dark. So we're going to let it go. Parts of that's Lovecraft. That's the author. That's going to go over there. There's a big dust storm coming in over those buildings. A little bit of black and white. Oh, giant picture. That's off of one of Carlos. That needs to be trimmed down. See what I said? They're all over the place. There's that horse again. Then we get some bug stuff. Bugs are always kind of creepy, aren't they? And that's... I think that's going to go in the kitschy cute one, too. Bug. I don't think those are going to go in there. A small bug. A big page of bugs. One of the National Geographics we did had a big bug article in it, and I think we kept a lot of that. She looks a little bit like, I don't know, like a shark head, maybe. Okay, not for this. I can't really tell what that is. That. I don't think we need that. Not for the creepy. There's another bug. No. Maybe. Oops, those need to go in the small one, huh? Masks. There's a postcard. That's a little too blurry. Let's go ahead and toss that. Spider thing. Here's pollution. Oh, those are people hanging from the ceiling. That's exciting. That's just a creepy little bit of a building. Bank of computers. Go away. Multiple-eyed monster. Here is some more bug stuff. And some skeleton stuff. Let's see, this is more gaming stuff. We may just have to do like a generic gaming monster page and then move past that. I like these because we could tell a story with that. You know, that could be a mad scientist lab disguised as oil drilling rig. Okay, we haven't used that in all this time. We're letting it go. Oh, I think that's a Jack the Ripper thing. Yeah, just bags of stuff floating along towards the city. Collage fodder a little bit there. Okay, I don't think that's going to go in this one. Oops. There's Jaws. I think we could make them into witches like a la Witches of Eastwick. Stuff for the Mad Scientist Lab. There's just a destroyed building. That could be more science lab equipment. Robot. Okay, I don't think we're going to use that. Some zombies. Some more zombies. Okay, I don't think we're going to use that, but we can put it somewhere else. Just a generic cabin. Kind of creepy tree. I don't think I want that. Some kind of creepy black and white dudes. That's going to go in the kitchen cute. There's a... I just kind of like that image, and of course, we're going to want Bury the Dead. I think we might want this in the serial killer journal. Maybe we went out to some sand dunes and buried some bodies. Here's a closer up picture of that oil rig. I do like that, but for a creepy collage. Oof. Okay, I don't like that. And then here we have another. Okay, and those belong up there. So, that needs to go all the way to the back with the Herman Munster one because it's big. Hey, Roseanne, how you doing? You never read a single one? It's not for everybody. Definitely appeals to a certain aesthetic. I've read them, but I can't say that I have some trouble with it, I guess. I'm not saying they're not creepy or anything like that. Some of it kind of grosses me out. If you're able to like visualize the reality of some of what he writes, it's a little disgusting. I hate to say this because we have this big gigantic pile of stuff, but we need more stuff. Like I said, I think we need to go through and do some collages for some of these specific things like the game monsters. And then we need to move them into either Kitty Cute or into just a folder of creepy game monsters. Or if we decide we need that. And free up space for some of the other stuff we're harvesting out of our harvest. You know, we've got a huge box over there that potentially has a bunch of creepy stuff in it. For sure. You know. So we're going to trim this stuff down, and then we're going to go through those book pages and put like the Bigfoots together and the death worm kind of stuff, and just group some pages together there. Because I was looking through it, I have the journals I made for Susan and Betty, and they're ready to be mailed, and I wanted to put in some creepy stuff with it, just a little bit of stuff, you know. as a thank you for being so patient and waiting with me. But I was looking at a lot of my stuff, and other than me thinking I could use it as a creepy thing, it's not. Some of it's just not inherently creepy, you know. And then I don't really know Susan or Betty's taste very well, so I don't want to send them a bunch of stuff they wouldn't use. But I picked out a few things, so I hope they'll like it. If I get it mailed out on Monday, it might arrive in time for Susan's birthday on the 25th. Okay. But we did get rid of a few things, so stuff that I've been flipping through since we started this project. I let a few pieces go, like I want to say like maybe 30 or 40 pieces. I didn't think you were in here. Now I spoiled the surprise. Now I'm going to mail it on Monday. I just wanted to include a couple of things, you know. They're all done. Do you want to see them or do you want to be surprised? We're going to put that in the fantasy thing, but I'm going to cut off the... And I think I might go back after our next collage session, when I flip through things and whatnot. I think I may go through and pull out some of the more fantasy inclined images, the dragons and stuff. Because that's kind of, I like those, but that is probably just more cutesy collage. I don't want this. I love her, but that's not creepy, you know. I'm not sure what I want to use him for, but I don't think I'll use him. Like, that might be a I just kind of like it thing. Oh, so I hope you're relaxing, that you've eaten some good food, that you and Betty are just chilling then. DEF CONs are a thing. I think children have all that energy because they suck it out of everybody else. That's one of my theories about children. There's no basis in rational thought. It's just a feeling. And welcome, Susan and Betty. Hottie Popo's in the house. So you know that means Betty's around in the background. Say hello to Betty for us. And then I kind of like it, but it's been in there a while and we haven't used it. Scissors. I think I'm gonna put this in my personal journal. So, see, we've removed a few things. And I like this, but I just don't think I'm going to use it. I think it's too big, and I don't like it enough to put it in the things I like bin. I'm not sure why I kept that. I'm not in love with it. Okay. Coco had surgery on Tuesday, too. What? What kind of surgery? Susan surgery? Aw, thanks, Betty. She's a sweet lady. So, yeah, your stuff is ready to mail. Going out. I keep saying Monday like it's not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. I know tomorrow is Monday. All right, so let's put down... So this is the cover, which I have thoroughly screwed up. Sorry, Janice. we had ideas about this. I tried to execute one and it came out horribly. So I picked out 3 colors. Well, I picked out 4 colors, but I think I only used 3. Oh, you know what? We also still need to go through this. Oops. And I threw paint on the floor. Oh, I was thirsty. All right. Let me see about finding the paint, pushing this stuff further back. It was 3 paints. All right. Let me grab that paint off the floor. Where did you go, paint? It's just on the other side. Oh, there you are. I think I have to crawl around on the floor for this, guys. Hold the phone for a minute. This is going to take some doing. Because I was sorting things, I have limited the amount of space that is near me. Oof. It's just a fat lady crawling around on the floor. Oh, hey, check that out. I found a bottle of paint that was missing. Woohoo! Okay. So we'll put a base coat on this and then we'll sort these magazines, these book page into. I'm going to catch my breath for a minute here. No paint splattering. Oh, no. Dog okay then? Okay, Janice, get that coffee. Oh, I don't like it when doggies are hurt. No, I'm not splattering anything. But I am looking for something to put the paint on with. Hold the phone. Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. So Elle's just got this on sale and it's already pretty thick. This is platinum. And then that's mine. This is zinc. And then I got this off her rack as well. And it's copper, but it almost comes out like a rosy gold color on this. Oh, you know what? I need to paint this black first. That was the thing. Because it looked good against the black. So I'm ahead of myself a step already. Let's see. I took her cone off. She's not messing with it. No cone of shame. Yeah, the cone of shame is always hard for me. I know it's necessary, but I feel so bad for the dog. They don't get it. They're like, why am I in the cone of shame? I'm a good girl or a good boy, you know? And they look at you with the sad eyes. I'm looking for my black paint. Hold on. That's green. Not black. Purple. That's not gonna work. Hold the phone. I know where it is. I have 3 spots with paint in it over here on the shelf. Oh, and then I wanted to show you guys something else too. That I got, that Elle's got for me on Scaventure. And she was super excited about it, but I'm not sure what to do with it. So I'm going to bring it over there and we'll look at this too before the live goes off. Woo! Almost knocked over the ironing board. I'm so good. Okay. So we're just gonna. So this is the totally not exciting part of the live. And I'm gonna have to get up and go clean off the brush. You know how I do. Someday I dream of having an art room that has water in it. We gotta have our dream big, right? Someday things that may or may not actually happen. I'm just glad I have space to art in. It's awesome. Because the other option, not very much fun. Yes, I'm messing it. I'm doing it messy because it'll probably be 2 coats of this too. I had it perfectly the way I wanted. And I started doing the finish coat, the sealer. And I didn't think the cover was that slick. And the whole thing pretty much peeled off in 2 big, very pretty pieces. And right into the trash can. So I had to get out a sanding block, which I had found, luckily, when I cleaned my room, along with the corner rounder, my tiny attacher, aka stapler, that is not a Tim Holtz thing. Okay, so let's put the paint back over here for right now. I have 2 pieces, but I can only paint one at a time because I only have one of those things. All right, let me run and rinse this off. Toilet is across. Yay! So I have to rinse my brushes in the toilet, is what you're saying. You just use your bed. Sometimes that's awesome too. Does she like swimming? Some dogs do. Ginger here is not a swimmer. If she can't see her feet, like in a lake, she's not having any of that. But she does love a kiddie pool. I'll be right back. I'm going to rinse the black paint off this brush. You're hiding in the living room. Is Elsa sleeping outside? Yeah, I didn't choose that. Okay. I'm trying. Mike hiding in the living room. I don't know why, but when I go around that corner, you have 2 choices in that hallway, living room or kitchen. When I head for the kitchen, I never look in the living room. And he always catches me by surprise. Okay, so where was I? Oh, we're going to sort these things out while that black dries. So Yeti. So we're going to put all the Yeti type stuff together, right? Yeti. Abominable Snowman. Loch Ness. Loch Ness. Loch Ness. Loch Ness. Okay, this is werewolf. Werewolf. Mongolian death worm. So we'll start a pile for worms. I think there's a couple of kinds. Vampire. I don't know where I'm going to put some of this. New Zealand wild man. So that's going to go with like the Yeti, right? Is it like a Yeti thing or is it like a werewolf thing? Standing here, let's see. I think this is about the wild man. How to survive a wild man attack. How swamp ape. I'm going to go with that's a kind of Yeti thing. Chupacabra. Yeti or werewolf? Chupacabra, though, is like it's a blood-sucking thing. I'm going to go in the werewolf pile with that. I think that's more what it's like. Kraken. Okay, that's a sea creature. So, over here. Can we put the Kraken with the Nessie? Kraken. Okay, Mokle Mbimi. So this is in South America, and it looks like a dinosaur. Nope. Congo, Africa. I don't know where do I put that? Okay. We'll just make a weird monster pile, I guess. That's about the Yeti. Ogopogo. Now that's going to be like Nessie. The Beast of Bodmin Moor. Okay, that's like we're going to put that with werewolves, even though it's a cat. Yowie is in the Bigfoot category. Ogopogo. Ooh, Monster Survival Guide. Just fun. Okay, we're going to put that in the Kitsch Cute, though. Congo seldom see dinosaur. Okay, so the Chupacabra should maybe go with vampires? Where did I put it? Chupacabra. Chupacabra. So we'll put it with vampires, even though it's not technically a human. Okay. Oh, that's the dinosaur guy. Congo rainforest, that's the Mothman. Okay, where do we put Mothman? What category do we put Mothman in? I'll just put him over there for right now. I remember that movie, Mongolian Deathworm. Okay. Beast of Bodmin Moor. I think we put that in the werewolf kind of thing. Yowie. Yeah, that's some kind of ape-like thing. Okay, that's... Oh, here's the werewolf one. So that was, I think that goes with that. And that's surviving Bigfoots. Pacific Northwest, looking for Bigfoot stuff there. Bigfoots. Bigfoot. That's like a monkey type thing. I'm gonna go with it's a Yeti style creature. That's about vampires. Unhinged hippo jaw. That's a little scary. Nessie. Vampire. Okay. Yeah. Werewolf. Odd monsters. Yeah, yeah. So. Yep. It seems like the most in here is the book Bigfoot style creatures. We'll have to look up if there's more than 2. They're only did in this book 2 Nessie style creatures. Okay. Hui. So that's not still quite all the way dry, but we can put it here and paint the other one now. No Jersey Devil in that book, but it should be, right? So we'll have to make our own. We may have to make it. You know what? I think we may want to make that into its own separate thing, where we don't just use those book pages. We could do like a sort of a category type book of, here's the Nessies, here's the werewolf style creatures, all the nefarious things wandering around in the world. If we did some kind of ring bound, then we have room to expand as we like. Because I wouldn't necessarily put vampires in the same kind of book with Bigfoots, Bigfoots aren't looking to kill people as far as I can tell. Unless you make them mad first. That's the gist I get. I'm not saying Nessie couldn't have snacked on any tourist, but they're not out nightly for a blood feast, I'm just covering the edges on this one. At least 2 of them for now. Yeah, that's what I'm. So I think. Hey, Carla. Yes, Jersey Devil is kind of like maybe that little ape Ogo Bogo thing. No, there was that little orange apey thing, Hey, Artie Dar, how you doing? Let me run and rinse this brush off. We don't want to get paint stuck in there forever and ever. Amen. So I'll probably rubber band that together and maybe put it in a different area. Yeah, I don't even necessarily think like classic movie monsters. Yeah, vampire, werewolf, but a werewolf isn't, I guess, depending on what mythology you look at. I don't necessarily put them in the same category because a werewolf is an animal, and I don't necessarily think of a vampire as an animal. Even though in its human form, a werewolf is a person. There's, varying degrees of theories about how conscious they are in their animal form of what they're doing. So we sorted it down. It's not all the way full now. We'll put a few things away in other. Let's put that off to the side. For anybody who maybe didn't see it on Friday, we did add in some stuff. We started our murder kit, which we're calling a repair kit. You're feeling slothy, need coffee? Coffee's a wonderful thing. We added this in along with the pin that we found, Sandy and I, out on a walk. We have an abalone necklace from Christine that we're going to put in here. But we're going to wait till closer to the end because it's kind of bulky. We added in a section on asphyxiation. So, yeah, we're moving right along here. And we did our eyeball collage, too, coming up over here. Let's see. There's our, and I haven't decided. I thought, we could even do this. I don't know. I'm not warming up to that row of eyeballs there. So that's an option too. Where we got the watching and then we could have visions to go with it. Haven't decided though. Let's see. I need to do a little research before we come on next Friday so we can complete a couple of these other pages. And I definitely need to figure out how we're going to attach that. And if we want to do some scribbling on it, or if I haven't found a person I like for under it, so we may do some scribbling underneath it. Some scribble crazy writing. And it may be time to add something to the cover, It's going to be thick when it's all done, though. I maybe shouldn't have put in quite so many pages. I didn't envision it getting this chunky. But live and learn, And it depends on what you put in it. If you were just putting in pictures and dates and stuff. You need more eyes for your retired. You need eyes? I'd be happy to send you a few. Cool. Adulting juice, right? We need this to be able to do the things we're supposed to do on a daily basis. Chalk marker, paint pen. I'm thinking probably a paint pen. Possibly with some of our red pen thrown in. That would make your third. I think I have 4, but they're all small. For the X-ray. Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, that's an idea. But yeah, I think another option with that is to just get a picture of a dead body, put it behind the there. Like it doesn't have to necessarily match up. We could also put a mat back there, but I'm just thinking some scribbly, crazy writing back there. And then maybe some glue dots on the corners or something, so it'll look kind of mounted. That could be a thing. You need more permanent ink. I don't know. My skin is kind of crepey now. I always wanted an Orbis on my wrist, but I probably won't get one now. Permanent is good. Preemie. We got you. We retypo around here. We do. So what'd you guys do this weekend? Oh, those need to go back in. Get our planchettes there. Okay. I think this might be ready for a second coat. This is drying a little bit faster than the gesso did, but the gesso is pretty thick. Ooh, nice. You have one and that's enough. It's freezing there again. We had a couple of really nice days and then it kind of turned off a little bit cold again. But cold for here, not cold for like actual winter weather. And it got a little windy. So it was a little crazy. So we have this kind of weird influx of spring weather, and so the apricot tree behind, in their neighbor's yard got all happy and started blooming. Which made everybody's sinuses go a little bit haywire. But there's other things too. It's not just that. Other things went, ooh, is it spring? And then the weather went, maybe not. And so that's what happened. But it seems like the weather's just playing games with it. It's spring, it's winter, it's spring, it's winter. Ha 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 ha. I feel like that's where the weather's at. Could just be me, though. Okay. Yeah, that's about the size of it, Sherry. And welcome. Just cold everywhere. Let's see what the tablet says about the weather today. The tablet says $56 right now. Let's see what the high was. Probably about 56. Light rain. So I think it was raining a little bit earlier. Oh, 96% chance of rain today, 40 tomorrow, 91 on Tuesday, 84 on Wednesday. It's 5 o'clock. So the high today was 60 and the low was 52. So that's not actually bad, but we've also managed to get wind. It's not windy right now, thankfully. You had your 2 grands for 3 sleeps.
Aw, that's cool. Catching up on laundry and sleep. Don't blame you. Babies make a lot of laundry, even the bigger ones. Aw, I bet you're tired. Yeah, I feel you on that headache, Sherry. No fun. Yeah, the good tired. The kind where your grandkids ran you ragged, but you enjoyed it. Let me rinse off this brush again. I'll be right back. Brush rinsed. So yeah, I'm going to use that the silver and the copper. This is a very nice platinum. I love this color. I wish I'd bought one. She only paid $2.49 for it, and it sells for $14.99. I probably should have picked one up. And then, so these look very good together. That's what's going over the black. You're feeling DEFCON'd out. Oh, it's a thing. It's heating pad and 2 Tylenol. That heating pad can work wonders, I gotta say. I don't often get migraines, but I get sinus pressure. Oh, and it is no fun. It makes me feel like my head is in a vice. No likey. But yeah, and so this black is drying now. The second coat is drying to close to what the book cover was, but it's a little more matte. So once I might even put on a third coat just to make sure it's nice and smooth. And then I normally use Mod Podge as a sealer with Daddy Van's wax, but Els gave me this matte varnish to try, so I'm going to give that a shot. Oh, well, the neti pot will definitely do some wonders there. I hope you get to feeling better, though. Sinus migraines are just no fun. Oh, you use your soup sock full of rice? Cool. Everybody's got most people find a hack that works for them, something they can do. I wonder how long we've been on. I haven't clock watched. Almost 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Well, that's pretty good. So let's see. What are we doing this week? On Tuesday, we're going to do Magazine Harvest. Yeah, they're hard to get rid of all the way at this time of the year, I got to say, at least in my experience. The jade roller. Oh, Carla's got a method for sure. Ugh, gross. Sudafed makes my scalp feel like it's crawling away. I can't take it. It's a very weird feeling. But it's effective. So if I won't say I can't take it. When I worked, I could not take it because I should not be driving a car or operating a bicycle. Works for puffiness too. That's cool. Carla knows some good hacks, and Artie Dar knows some good hacks. Well, that barometer, we've got that high barometer with the chance of, it's like a 90-something, 94% chance of rain or whatever it was. That puts Els in a spin with her sinuses and her headaches because she's always got one. So the high barometer really kind of fucks with her. And she's taking a nap right now. I hope she wakes up better. And so it's looking like that for most of the week this week.
with the partially rainy weather. So that's no good. No fun. No fun. So I think I'm going to probably go ahead and sign off, ladies. I know some of you will only just come in. And I am sorry to be leaving you. But I do have Etsy orders to fill, and I've got to get Susan and Betty's journals ready to go into the mail tomorrow. I am looking forward to getting those mailed out. Yay. And I've got a couple other packages to go out as well that are just random bits and bobs to send out. So Tuesday I'll be on at 5 o'clock, probably 5:15 actually. 5 or 5:15, somewhere in there. And we'll do collage magazine harvesting. On Wednesday, we're going to do, after Rosemary at 8:15, we're going to do collage roll. Yay, collage roll. Cool. Love it, Artie Dar. Always love hanging out with you. And Thursday, we're probably going to harvest from the harvest. And then, on Friday, we might mix it up a little bit. We'll still do some serial killer, but we might mix in something else in there. We shall see. Yeah, roll a teeny Wednesday. So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the thumbs up or the thumbs down or however you chose to thumbs. Or if you didn't choose to thumbs, I respect that too. No worries. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Love you back, Artie Dar. Have a great rest of your weekend. And a fantastic start to your week, every one of you. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses. Bye, 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 bye. That's going to be the end. Good night, Artie Dar and Roseanne and Christine and Carla and Leslie and Susan and Betty. And I don't know if I got Roseanne. Roseanne again, just in case. And Sherry. And anybody else. And Candy. I'm not sure if she's still in or if she had to go rest and stuff. But good night. And for all our lurkers out there as well. The end. I got to find the button.